Greetings, love. Let me tell you the real story behind this challenge because this wasn't some branding idea or marketing strategy. It came from my breakdown. I'd spent years helping everybody else building their life while mine was silently falling apart. I was married, overgiving, caregiving, holding everything together for someone who couldn't and wouldn't truly pour into me. I was giving, and they were more than willing to take. Sound familiar? I was running a business, managing a household, working a full-time job, supporting everybody, doing everything. And I was becoming lost. But no one really saw it, partially because I didn't let them, except for my one girlfriend. She'd check on me now and then, and one day she said something I'll never forget. She told me that God forgives all sin, even divorce. Whew, I didn't even know I needed to hear that, but it blessed me. Time passed. I don't even know how long, but I remember feeling empty. I was spiritually starved, but I didn't even have the words for it. I stopped going to the Kingdom Hall because it wasn't feeding me. And somehow, I ended up following this marriage ministry online, living our priorities. And at the time, I thought it said living God's priorities. Maybe that's what I needed it to say. Eventually, I found out they had a church, not in Cleveland, in Las Vegas. And something in my spirit said, you need to get to the river. Woo, the river, just seeing the river and letting it wash over me. When I arrived, I met Pastor Timberly and her husband. And without thinking, when I went up to her, I said, I don't know who I am. It just came out of my mouth. That was the moment I knew I was lost. I had no idea what I wanted, what I had dreamed of, who I even was anymore. I had lost my voice. I lost my power. I lost my peace. And I damn sure lost my time. And night after night, I remember laying in my bed whispering to God, this cannot be what you had in mind for me. It wasn't a question, but a truth. I just kept saying over and over again, Lord, I know this cannot be what you had in mind for me. And eventually, I stopped waiting for a sign and I started choosing me. I did the things that made me happy, small things, like I took piano lessons. And then the sign came. He moved out all of his things, everything. And I filed for divorce. Within 30 days, I was free. But I wasn't whole. I realized I needed me. I needed a me. This kind of me I had always been for everyone else. And that's when I discovered life coaching. I never heard of it before, but the coach I found was bold, feisty, like a younger version of me. And that's when the beginning of my healing, my voice started coming back, my power, my peace, my purpose. And without even realizing it, the framework for the Get Your Shit Together started to form. S.H.I.T, self-love, care, healing, identity, time. It helped me get to know myself, become myself, and be myself. This exact, the exact things I had lost and had to claim. So no, this challenge isn't a class. It's not a course. It's not a webinar. It's a sacred space. It's for the woman who's done putting herself last, for the woman who's ready to stop running and finally come home to herself. So if you're watching this or listening to it, you're not just curious, you're being called. And this challenge, this is your permission slip to answer. I'll see you on the inside. Thank yourself for saying yes to you. Until next time, take good care of you. Yes, we did that.